Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, and his first pass is incomplete. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by the former 7th-round pick from FIU at quarterback. It's Alex Magoo.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the...
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Magoo. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 71 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Magoo back to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Magoo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Magoo eluding the pressure right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. To throw is Magoo. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Alex Magoo, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. And his pass incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. To Boyle here over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Steps away to his left. And his first throw here is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He dumps it off to Barkley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. To Barkley on the check down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. A.J. Dillon, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Trey Lance, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. To throw, it's McCarron. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. With it is Brown. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now McCarron looking downfield for Kelsey. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go play action with McCarron. Rolling to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyle here. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And Burrow going to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next.